Hello, I'm meeting virtually with Dartmouth catcher Ben Rice, who was recently named the Futures League MVP for the 2020 summer season. Ben, thanks for taking the time to speak with me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me on.
You had a terrific summer, obviously being named MVP, but just by looking at your eye-popping stats, you had a 350 average while leading the league with 11 home runs and a 683 slugging percentage, not to mention 43 hits, 27 RBIs, which ranked third. And this is all in, you played 38 games. So I imagine the ball must have looked like a beach ball when you were at the plate. How did everything click for you this summer?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it feels good to get some good numbers in there. Definitely feels good to play every day. I mean, you come in maybe a little bit rusty at first, not seeing live pitching for a while. But I'd say after a week or so, definitely felt more comfortable in there and in the box and just at the field. So it was a fun season, and I'm glad we're heading to the championship this weekend.
Yeah, you mentioned the time between games. The spring season ended in early March, and it must have been about 4 months since you'd actually seen live pitching. Tell me about having the opportunity to play baseball during these difficult times with the pandemic. Were there any protocols you and your teammates had to follow to keep everyone safe?
Yeah, so there are a few different things. First off, there's a rule that we all have to wear masks when we're in the dugout because that's obviously the real only place on the field where you wouldn't really be able to socially distance. So that was one rule. And then whenever we showed up to a game, we'd always have someone who worked for like the home team take our temperatures. And as long as you didn't have a fever, you were good to go. And if you did have a fever, which only happened like once or twice this year, you'd have to like go get a test and then wait for it to come back negative. So and then like obviously like reducing high fives, things like that. And then some of the big like Massachusetts fields that usually can get a lot of fans, they weren't allowed to have any this year, but we're allowed to have fans in some parks like Nashua and New Britain. And we're playing the championship against Nashua at their field this weekend. So hopefully we'll get a good amount of fans there.
You mentioned the championship series. You beat out Nashua by a half a game in the final standings. But now you've got a best of 3 series that starts tonight, as a matter of fact.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I mean they're a great team. It's funny, we're actually owned by the same family, the Credens. So I guess they're calling it like the Creden Bowl or something. They've actually met in the championship a lot. So it'll be fun to play these guys again. We've played them a bunch all year, so it'll be a good series.
Now, you had a chance to play with some of your Dartmouth teammates as well, I understand. Tell about the opportunity to play with them. And did you play against any of your teammates as well?
No, I didn't play against any teammates this summer, but I definitely played with them. I remember, so last summer I played with Trevor on the Bravehearts. And I remember going into that summer, I didn't know him like too well yet. Obviously, we had the whole spring together, but we definitely got a lot closer over that last summer. And I was pumped to hear that he was coming back this year too. So it was a blast to play with him again. He's a great outfielder, great hitter. So it was awesome to spend some more time with him. And then, I mean, only recently was when Justin joined because he reached out to me and he said he asked if we needed any extra arms going into the last stretch, going into crunch time, heading into the playoffs. And I immediately told my coach, I was like, hey, we got a really good pitcher from my school that could join us. He could really help us. And my coach said, yeah, I mean, well, we're going to be missing some arms. Guys are going to be going back to school, going back home. So that'd be awesome. And he, sure enough, showed up, and all he's done is just dealt the past couple of days. So it's working out well for us.
So you're an MVP on the field and as a recruiter as well, it seems, for your team.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Now, looking forward here, with the spring season, the fall season's been canceled in the Ivy League, but the spring season is still on schedule to be played. What do you expect from the team? You only got to play 7 games this past spring, but, I guess everybody's going to be itching to get back on the field.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think everyone's just itching to see each other again. Haven't seen everybody in so long. So I'm just pumped to get back in that groove with everybody, seeing each other every day, and getting on that grind to working towards that shared goal that we all have to win the Ivy Championship and go to a regional. So obviously it's still kind of maybe a little bit up in the air right now, just based on whether or not we can all be on campus together to have those practices and have the season. But I'm definitely hoping for the best. And I think if we do have a season, we'll be in real good shape.
All right, Ben. Well, thanks for joining me again, and good luck in the championship series starting tonight.
Yeah, thank you.